Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Per Hitro say the Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo no be governor of Benin City, na governor of Edo State. Make e no just focus on Benin alone, make e also focus on other area like the place where e for come. If e follow the way Benin people dey hype am, before you know wetin dey, e time don expire. If e no do anything for e people, Esan people no go forgive am. E don also send message to APC chairman wey insult Edo people, say make Edo people go to hell and burn to ashes. He say this insult wey APC chairman insult Edo people, e no go escape the punishment. Make I leave you, make you hear from Per Hitro the message wey bring come here today.
This is the gospel truth. So, Okpebholo, know ye that you are not only a governor of Benin City, of Ring Road, of Fountain, or to go and check a Chinese company that MOU brought to Sapele Road, or to go and be going to classroom in Benin City. There are classrooms in Rumi that are not painted, that are not roof. There are some other classrooms too in Ewoini, in Ekboma, in so many other places, in Ewato. See, if you concentrate on the hyping level and did not do anything in other place and just concentrate on the few time you have, if the justice will prevail very well, if our court can prove Dele Farotimi wrong, if they can prove it wrong, then you know that you are ending your tenure next year. But if they cannot prove it wrong, meaning you have 4 years to spend in office. So my brother, when you follow the hyping of the Benin people in the city, you will end up being a failure to your own people. And at the end, when you are a failure, nobody will give you resident in Benin. I'm telling you, gospel truth. Oshomole, no matter how good he was, did you see him stay in Benin? He goes to his village. You know why he was able to go to his village and never lost any election in his village or in his area? Because he never forgot them to when he was in power. Whatever you see, let me tell you one thing, your blood brother, your blood sister, is, I don't know what, is far better than people you call your best friend. It's only few occasions you see blood brothers or blood sisters are looking towards a way to buy you. You understand? They might be jealous physically. So, home is home anytime, any day. If you allow the hyping to make you forget things, you are gone forever. Now, let's go back to the issue. Joseph. Anyway, yeah. Send me your number later. We'll talk details anyway. Time has passed, my brother. 30 years tonight is not a joke. Good morning, everybody. And for the Benin's Wayabo, we are very high. Watching. Yesterday, I came out yesterday to speak about what they call him. I think a Tenebe, they call him, the chairman of APC, who came out to give us woto. And most of us kept quiet and think that those things he said were nothing. That he was talking to the few ones who were criticizing his principal on social media. It is normal. It is normal. This is the life we are living now, and we have to embrace this life. It's a life of opportunity for everybody in the world, where you can be able to talk to somebody who lives in Japan right in your own city room. Okay. But I don't know why Tenebe was not okay with those. Yes, sweet, but your name, Sweet Joseph. I'll cross-check it later. But leave, inbox me your number so that we'll talk, okay? Right? Okay. So, what happened was that why I came up, I told you guys that my aim and objective before was to come out to tell Okpebholo to understand that this Esan agenda that has made you to be in power today was originated, given to you guys by Governor Obaseki, and he maintains his promise. Okay, I don't know why my this is always showing slow connection. The phone has internet, and I'm coming. Let me. Okay, 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes if I continue. I think my Wi-Fi, I don't know what is wrong. I've changed the Wi-Fi more than 2 or 3 times. Let me boost up my internet. I will continue now. But please, Sweet Joseph, don't forget to leave your number on my inbox. I will call you immediately I finish the live program. First of all, let me subscribe to my telephone directly and see if it will help the wifey to be strong. My brother Emmanuel, how are you? I know you say you talk. Ima, you go call me. We need to talk this privately because I did not hear you make a comment on the budget reading. You just kept muted. Anyway, you don't want to lie to us. So probably maybe that's the reason why you kept quiet. All the same, no problem. Because it is no easy. Let me just first of all quickly charge my phone. Yes, this is what. Okay. So I think, what am I using? Oh, Vodafone. Okay, Vodafone. Forgotten. Wow. What can I get 20 euro? Yeah, Nako. I bet it's okay. Go ahead. So, as I was saying, I just want to boost my phone. The Wi-Fi is, I don't know what is wrong. I've changed Wi-Fi this year twice, and yet it's not working very fine. Okay. Now, let's go back to the... Okay, last year. It has received it. I don't think we have that slow connection again. Slow connection again? No. Wi-Fi plus card. It means this phone is bad. So, as I was saying, I came out yesterday. I said, look, I was about to come and advise them that the Asian agenda that was embraced by everybody in Edo State, the promise, the only first man to promise Asian people of shifting power to this Edo Central was Godwin Obaseki. We all know that. So the APC know that if they did not also bring out an Asian person, it might be difficult for them to win the election. I haven't consulted. Everybody knows that it's time to give these people, though they are minority in a state, but they need to have a chance of voice of government too in our society or in our state. Now, Oshomole sponsored the Hausa Denko. Why is he almost stood behind the Okpebholo? You understand? So when they did the first election, they said it was Denko that won. I congratulated him. I don't have anything against that young man. Till tomorrow, I continue to say that I don't have anything against that young man. Till tomorrow. You understand? But what I don't like is that people that are very outspoken in APC refuse to admit the truth. Now that Okpebholo is in power, I told my friend in TikTok, social media, I said, look, social media, I don't hate this man personally, but the style that he's going to use to rule Edo now is going to backfire later. Because when you are not so much intelligent, because it's not compulsory that a governor must be very, very intelligent or must have the best degree in the world, but at least there are common things, how do I call it, the fundamental purpose of being a governor, you have to meet those one up. You understand? That is why you see A1, A2, A3, they'll say C4, C6, P7, P8, then F9. You understand? At least there are what we saw. When you want to enter university, they'll tell you that you must have an aggregate of 200 above in science for it to enter JAM in Uniben. There are people who get 300, there are people who get 289. But the average they tell you is 200. So a governor must meet that average. Okay. You cannot tell me, somebody come out to be challenging me every day. Mostly this my brother that is watching me now. Martins, you did not comment on that thing again. As a governor, you see, they said from a small leadership, you grow to a bigger leadership height, you know. I have once served as a president of a Edo Union here, okay. I have also once served as a Nigerian Union president. This is not my mind. Those who know me will tell you that this is a fact, right? Okay. And to be a Nigerian Union president, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking about more than 1,700 residents in the city that I was living, and I was controlling the province. When I mean province, you're talking about more than 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6 local governments. In my province, I was their president, right? Okay. Having said so, and I continue to tell you guys that I did not go to university in Nigeria. I upgraded myself in Europe. Okay, not even in England or US, here in Italy. Okay, not even in English language. But because that knowledge is there, I was able to brush up myself. Okay, but That's to tell you that before you become to apply for any positions, you must reach a certain height of your own qualification, I mean your determination, your zeal to learn and to acquire those knowledge. I also serve as a public relation officer for NI, the Edo Union in general, in general. So you know what it means for a young man like me as of 16 years back. What is 16 years? 21 years back. Edo Union for the first time, the election they did for the first time was I think 2003. Yeah, 2003. My daughter is 20 years plus now. So I was the PRO 21 years ago. Minus 21 years ago from my age, you should know I was on my early 30s. Right? So, vibrant, and I don't know how to express myself. We went to the elections, I won. So, on 2 occasions that I met our royal father today now, in Rome, okay. On 3 occasions, I have had meetings with chief judge of my state here, the head of the police, the head of local police, the social assistants in my place. We talk about social issues that affect my people and how to be able to infuse them into the society where they will not cause mayhem to the society or understand the rules and regulations. I also collaborate with the refugee statute in my region here. Okay, this doesn't really mean I'm a PhD holder or I'm a master's degree holder. No, but all you just need to do is when you want to become a leader or represent people, you must know how to communicate, understand very fast, and dialogue with everybody. Okay. I want to let the people understand one thing. My advice that I wanted to use yesterday, because yesterday I was a little bit tensed up, so I was saying things a little bit in high tune. But I'm coming to the area of that Bonto Achiso. I'll come there. I will come there. We must let this man know that he cannot say some certain words and go free. That if the Benin people refuse to tell him what he said was wrong, we are ready to tell you that what you said is wrong. We saw some write-up. Anyway, I tried to check it on Facebook whether that account was right. I can't accuse you for that because I tried to check it. That account, I'm not quite sure that account was right. Okay, but if it is right, Apostle, you know, sir, if what you brought out yesterday is true, then there's a consign, okay, to me and others. First, most of us who are against your principle might not like to come to Nigeria for holiday any longer again, because if our life is not saved, because we speak against your principle, we did not threaten his life. We told him what he's doing is wrong. Like you told us to, what our principal was doing was wrong. And we never threatened your life. You live in the city there, in Edo State there, with all the insults you were sponsored against the existing governor. No one arrested you. No one kept a true story in your house. So you telling somebody you go to buy somebody because they say that you will force some of us out of the state. You will force us out of the state. If we don't want to leave, you will buy us. That's another accusation you did yesterday again. So anyway, let me go to Governor Okpebholo. I told my first social media, I said, look, if you are not too much intelligent, don't pack people around you that you are more intelligent than. It will jeopardize your government. Why am I saying so? Apart from the commissioners that he appointed, the rest people who they gave tertiary jobs to held are having the mentality of, how do I call it, lawless mentality they have. Okay. My advice yesterday was that people should understand that Benin City is not the only place that is governing. I have seen some of my sisters who never voted for Obaseki or PDP that said that Obaseki did not touch their village. Some people said that Obaseki did not do some schools in their village. Some say that light has not come to their village. Some say they don't have good health care. But a lot of complaints were made during his tenure, 8 years in tenure. Now, what will a government or a governor do when it comes to power? The areas that people are lacking, that the former governor did not reach, that is where you are supposed to start. You see, this blame game, Buhari did it from the beginning. I never saw it on time. When he started from the beginning, I said, yes, Goodluck killed the government. At the time, I was busy condemning Goodluck, past government. Buhari was shitting. Oto, Isanokaka, smelling shit. His shit all throughout his 6 years tenure. Before I realized that this man was taking us to revise, it was too late. Okay, Tinubu saw him throughout all this process, came back again and tell us that the way they left the economy was too bad. So my problem now is that you know that the economy was bad. You said you want to come and make and fix it up. So you fix it up. No complaint. Now, Okpebholo, let me tell you one thing. Esan people will not forgive you. Okay? Because Ambrusali, the reason why Esan allowed Ambrusali to be buried in Esan, and the reason why they worship Ambrusali, the reason why they respect Ambrusali, I remember as of that time when Ali was in power, I visited 16 villages in Esan land, which I cannot remember. I already remember Iruekmen, and Oria with Ubiaja. I remember those ones because at that time, I was a Sunday school teacher in my church Divine Faith Ministry. That was in 1983, yeah, I guess 83. We went on a crusade in Esan land. Every village that I was in Esan land, we all kutad. We all kutad. As he was doing something here, that it was Bender State too, not Edo State too. If a man can be able to reach everywhere, not all completely, because some schools he opened to never got their permanent side before I left power, because he was supposed to spend 8 years, but most of us, the Benin's, sweep his leg out of power. We brought him, we saved his life, but we also sweep his leg out of power. This is the gospel truth. So, Okpebholo, know it that you are not only a governor of Benin City, of Ring Road, of Fountain, or to go and check a Chinese company that MOU brought to Sapele Road, or to go and be going to classroom in Benin City. There are classrooms in Irumi that are not painted, that are not roof. There are some other classrooms too, in Ewoini, in Ekboma, in so many other places, in Ewato. See, if you concentrate on the hyping level and did not do anything in other place and just concentrate on the few time you have, if the justice will prevail very well, if our court can prove Dele Farotimi wrong, if they can prove it wrong, then you know that you are ending your tenure next year. But if they cannot prove it wrong, meaning you have 4 years to spend in office. So my brother, when you follow the hyping of the Benin people in the city, you will end up being a failure to your own people. And at the end, when you are a failure, nobody will give you residence in Benin. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Oshomole, no matter how good he was, did you see him stay in Benin? He goes to his village. You know why he was able to go to his village and never lost any election in his village or in his area? Because he never forgot them to when he was in power. Whatever you see, let me tell you one thing, your blood brother, your blood sister, is, I don't know what, is far better than people you call your best friend. It's only few occasions you see blood brothers or blood sisters are looking towards a way to buy you. You understand? They might be jealous physically. So, home is home anytime, any day. If you allow the hyping to make you forget things, you are gone forever. Now, let's go back to the issue. My fellow Edos, why are we quiet about all this issue that is happening in Edo State? This very same man, when he was acting chairman of APC, came out and said he should stone Obaseki in the street. Say he would send it to stone him. The big man said, look, if a small boy carries stew or joko, climb out, take a cock person with top person man, say make you run or make you look it back very well. It's another giant behind that small boy that make him to give you the courage to give you cock for head. But when you were using those statements that time, we already knew that you have already a backup in the state, a backup in the federal level. So that was why what gave you courage to do what you did. Otherwise, you won't have been able to see those statements. Now, your principal took a paper. Amokri, not only we were came up and be showing us another video that the video we played was doctored. I'm disappointed in mockery. The only thing the only better thing you have said so far was a history you narrated some days ago to Daddy Freeze. Some days ago. That is the only reasonable thing you've already done. This is you that have campaigned against almost all political parties and all the leaders in Nigeria when you were sacked out of power with your principal, Jonathan. Okay? You went to London and protested against this Tinubu. Today now, you are shaking Tinubu hand in Aso Rock. You came and tell us that the video we watched was doctored. Ha, haba. I said, well, okay, that I'm confused. Was he also doctored? No, it's confusing. Is he also doctored? Let's assume that those repeating of words was doctored. What was confusing then? Then the chairman came out and said he's not used to figure. If I were Obaseki, I will sue Terebe for calling me a thief. Because there's no way a man that is operating on account or deal on business don't know anything about figures. Okay, you also accuse us that I've never seen a government office. That man has been sponsoring better insurance for 7-8 years. Check their jersey, they wear, he buy their jersey, paid for them, sponsored this, even Edo Queens. You understand? These are secret Edo millionaires who have never made noise one single day. Today, the Benin has forgotten the history of how Oshiomhole becomes who he is. Today now, is Alpha and Omega in Nigeria. This is a man that came to Benin with 500,000 naira. Most of you don't know. We don't talk what we don't say what we don't know. You understand? If you want to know very well, let me please. This thing is really disturbing me. Let me. Okay. Know very well. I will take you again to. Hold on. Okay. Okay. The video that is coming up. What is going on? Hello. Okay. So, I don't know what we are calling this. What is going on? So, where I was trying to explain to you guys is that most of us in Nigeria forget about our past history in Nigeria. But we have the focus to understand what we're doing. Oshiomhole came to Benin. He said Yamo that becomes his enemy tomorrow assisted him with Belaki Benedion. These are facts. We all know this fact. He stays in Jerome before. I know the house very well. Because me, I'm not somebody that go to Nigerians that live luxury life. I can fear past anybody. I know the house in Jerome where they rented for him because he was in the hotel before. I know how Isaiah assisted him, and yet he condemned Isaiah for us and brought in Obaseki for us. Later he destroyed Obaseki for us again. Then he brought back Isaiah again. Then again he was bringing Deco. This is a man that never liked Asian people one single day. Because he has no choice. From the above, they told him, look, say Esan agenda. If you present Deco, Deco will not win the election. Because of Asman Igodaro. He now changed his mind and worked collectively with Okpebholo. Where is Yamu? They have sidetracked the Benin man who brought in Okpebholo to power. Now, Governor Okpebholo, you did not make mistake. That is your capacity. That is your level. That is the way you speak. This is not the first time you are golfing. Okay. Go and look at channel news. Every news, all to pan around. They are all making jest of us in Edo. This is one of the most brilliant people in Nigeria. The most smartest people in Nigeria. They call us heartbeat of the nation. Uboribi. Then you come out and be shaking, waving. Then your master, your chairman came out and said, Ask Fred, you are watching me now. You said it's a mistake. Somebody repeated one. He made mistake. He repeated two. He made mistake. The third one, he made mistake. The fourth one, he said, it's confusing. 607 billion was confusing. Buhari was able to pronounce Nigeria budgets. Malam, who did not go to school. This is a man that I'm far back senior to, who went to school of recent. He say he went to University of Abuja. He went to University of Death. He has about 3 degrees, according to Una. Okay. And he's having a tech company that operates in so many places in the world. Are you telling me this man has never, at least all his company does not worth that amount? The way he put exaggerated for us. First thing I say, English does not really matter. Now we're not talking about English. Like me, I don't know how to speak a vocabulary. If you watch me, I don't use big words here. Because I did not go to school to that level. But I can communicate smoothly, fluently with everybody that the language you will understand. The small even when they hear, I dey tip up with television, or if I read news or whatever. Finish. I did not grow up in a big school where to have acquire knowledge of vocabulary. Vocabulary is not what we're talking about now. There are ways sometimes you can even speak in pidgin English that it looks stylish and you look understanding. But somebody like that who is unable to understand the figures of a budget, and you are not telling me that you can be able to gestate that budget, to be able to use that budget very well, when the budget name, it was confusing to you, how will the branches inside not be confusing to you? This is just the name of, that's the song of the budget. How do you not know how to use the one go for health, the one that is going for infrastructures and so on and so forth? Pronunciations of words become a problem. Now, this budget you brought to us today now, Mona, listen, no. People say Obaseki, borrow. As he was borrowing, he was paying. But most of us don't understand that the Obaseki issue was different, quite different. The money Obaseki borrowed in dollars, right? When you are servicing it in naira, when naira was depreciating every time in Nigeria, the money was not increasing. If Obaseki has borrowed $30 million dollars in naira, let's say it's 300 million naira, okay? In 6 months' time, if the naira depreciates or has lost value, the amount of naira is 450 million. That was what was going on in Edo State. But people were now exaggerating it, pumping it, fueling it, putting air inside that. But is borrowing. That we have rise to the tune of not knowing that the disvaluation of our money has made that debt to increase. And he never failed one day to service those loans and pay back some of those loans. Never. As he was paying those loans, servicing the loans, he was paying salaries, he was also doing a lot of projects. Now, the budget Okpebholo brought out this year now is 25% bigger than what we declared last year. It's obvious, yeah. I won't doubt that, because the naira also too has disvalued. His value has dropped drastically. You understand? I do understand that, but now the problem is that let Okpebholo not tell us that he cannot pay salaries like Obaseki paid. Let him tell us that the pensioners will not go and stay in the queue again in Ring Road to get their pension. Let him not tell us that all the system placed down in Edo State, the health insurance in Edo State that is existing for the past 6-7 years, the central cameras and surveillance cameras in Edo State has to get functioning. The street lights that is in Edo State has to get functioning. Okay, then those roads that was built by Obaseki that was still on good shape should continue to be maintained by his government, right? All I want him to do, if he is courageous enough to be a man, is to come up and tell us we have 360 secondary schools in Edo State. We have 550 primary schools in Edo State. Obaseki renovated 226, for example, or 126, for example. Secondary school and primary school renovated. List it out. And those he did not renovate or touch at all, list it out. And let's see whether it's a pass mark or it's a failure. As I told you before, we have A1, A2, A3, C4, C5, C6. Then you can't get P, but you can't get F9. So bring it out, let's see. You cannot just go to one classroom or one primary school that he did not do and said the government did not do anything. How long can you continue living in this shenanigan, this propaganda that people are doing? You now make Edo to be living a life of limbo. How can Telebe come out in television and tell Edo to burn to ashes? It was Ebonu tieni. If you don't agree, if the Benin's reacted, or those who reacted to your principal's announcement of budget or the reading of the budget, if they did wrong for complaining about the incapacity of a governor, then we will burn to ashes if we are wrong. But if we did well to take to the notice of everybody in Edo that look, Somebody that you are putting in power is not capable. If you cannot read a bill, he cannot work with the bill. If you don't know the amount you are going to use in a state, how can you use the money? But if we did the right thing, you will born to watch and your family. You understand? Everyone, I did not talk to you guys since people won or selected yourself to be in power or appointed by INEC supported by the police in Nigeria. I just hope that the law will take its course. I just hope they will prove Dele Rotimi wrong. Because that is exactly what Amok wrote. And for information, I will display my book. I think my book is coming on Friday. I heard that they want to stop the book in circulation in Amazon and other places, but I think it's not going to work in Italy. You know why? This is one of the countries that does not even recognize your country for one single thing. You see, Nigeria is not country. We don't have any ties with the Italian government. Let me see. Dele Rotimi, hold on. Let me see. Okay. Okay. See, this book, when it go come, you see, when it go come, I will come read out to now. What they pay the inside? Cause I don't want to read what in the web. I want to buy the book, hold up for physically on Friday. Today not Thursday, Nabi. Today not Thursday. Tomorrow my book will come. Definitely. I've quickly order it. So the only way you people can do the right thing now is for the judge in Benin City. God bless you, Ray. God bless. No, me, I didn't want to buy it before. Normally I read online, you know, this how do they call it? It's on web, you know, you download it, you just read, you know. I buy it online, you know, just read and I install it sometimes. Sometimes I just read it once and I forget about it. When I finish reading, it got expired, right? But this one, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it just as the one I kept that while we struck. I have that book too. There are many things that I like to keep in Nigerian history and Edo history. Or this man said that the judiciary of Nigeria is so corrupt, compromised in any way. Let me tell you one thing. Did you see this man coming out of the court on handcuff? A man that said he's not going to leave Nigeria. A man that have not run away one single day. A man that he took his passport. A man that you came to his place 2 or 3 times and he invited, he came to your place. But Yaya Bello was walking majestically. Was even invited privately to come and sit there in the office in the FCC. This is a man that has been confirmed, stole dollars, millions of dollars, from the cough of its state he governed for 8 years. You see the double standard? That one already has proved Dele Rotimi correct. Now let's come back to our state again. My fellow governor, Okpebholo. I have told you yesterday, all this your hype men will hype you into fire if you are not very, very careful. They will hype you into fire because I know them very well. Okay, Ray, please. I cannot break you already. So you read it already, Abi? No, I will read my own too because I want to be part of that system that I understand it. Most of them think that we that is talking in diaspora don't know what we are doing. Okay, I have since years I've been spending in Europe here. I've never thought of one day even having anything in Nigeria one single day. I swear. If not because sometimes when I see my friends that we travel together, I see them this one, they have this, I begin to be changing my mind. I say, okay, my bad. Because my mind was just that place is not the place to go. Because most of these young folks who are talking anyhow in Nigeria today now might have been working with a SA to one of the governor or do anything with the governor or house anything, the godfather, they get money easily. Some of them in Yahoo, some of them in Lagos doing well with these musicians and comedians and stuff like that. These young folks that are doing very great now don't really know exactly what it means for Nigeria to pass through you. They are only passing through Nigeria and they are collecting the flowers on it. But if Nigeria pass through you, because if Nigeria is passing through you, will come over Harmattan and dry season. At the end, it will carry me, follow you. You know, will carry some follow you, make dry you. That is Nigeria for you. We've seen 99. I saw a friend just now, here just now. Ojo, who we all grew up in Benin. He knows what I'm talking about. So, if we decided to be speaking like this because we don't want our children that is on ground or born, not the one we born here, because we are not so. You see, this is the reason people have to have this mentality in your head today, Nigerian people. Those of you based in Benin or based in Nigeria, Correct, my brother. See, I think people who cannot read this thing very well, they say a bad system does not appear wrong to those who benefit from it. They do everything to defend it, to determine of larger society. Okay. And this chairman of APC, a man when they bleach, tell them that they bleach. A man when they bleach is supposed to know the kind of lifestyle he be. The APC chairman, a man of that age, bleaching, using bleaching cream to rub all his body. All they do, go and look at his page, flying on executive seat in airlines, first class. What is his job? What was his rank in the military? What happened when he went to Gadjun twice in the military? I said, I'm not coming here for you, sir. But the fact is that your record is not even clear too. And today you are the chairman of a party in Benin. Did people not say that Obaseki will not spend 48 hours as a free man? That's what people say, Rabbi. Or the committee never investigate finish. And I was told that people could not even digest, understand how Obaseki ruled their dose. Oh, you see, that man came at the wrong time. When a state was not matured enough to understand the system of government that Obaseki operated in Benin. If Obaseki was to be in my state here in Italy, he would get an award as the best governor ever existed. But because we are used to getting money from illegal means and insult and stuff like that, Agbo and the rest level, and we go back to date, we use tradition to always deceive ourselves. You understand? We use tradition to deceive ourselves. Tradition does not mean that you will not develop. Tradition does not stop you from putting bead in your neck. Tradition does not stop you from creating lamogun. Development I'm talking about. Development does not stop you from creating lamogun like it's on Labiese. Does not make you see your elders not to respect them. Does not make you marry traditionally any longer. But it will help you to get good roads, good services in your state. People don't embezzling money. Every money allocated to any project has to be produced, has to be used for that project. So, those who open their ears, that increase of budget, I know things are expensive now, but that increase of budget, if you check it very well, agriculture carry nothing to feed ourselves in Edo State. Hold on. Mona, just hold on. Can I only talk what you not get this thing? Edo State budget. I bet 2 minutes ago. Edo State 2025. Okay, hold on. Oh. Hold on. 600 and the money was 605 billion. Okay. 2 billion, 160 million for road infrastructure. Okay. I'm coming. I want to elaborate what go to agriculture. They said to this end, prospective governor has allocated a total of 162 billion naira for road infrastructure development in the state for 2025. 162 billion for road infrastructures. Honorable Mekwe Isibo and they represented Esan North East 1 constituencies also supported the minority leader, noting that the commendable reward hope budget includes a significant increase in the monthly of highly prestigious Ambrose Ali, rising from 40 million naira to 41 million 500. Okay, sorry, 41 million naira. Yes, 41 million naira to 500 million. He has increased it for Ambrose Ali University. Then other members expressed their retreat. I want to go back to the agriculture. I'm trying to find agriculture. I'm coming. I saw it in, no, they didn't elaborate much on this place here on agriculture. It is less than 1.7% of the budget. No, 0.7 to agriculture. Okay. Now, if we now use all the money we have in Nigeria, in Edo State, to construct road, we have roads in Benin. It's just maintenance is our problem. It's the maintenance. How about the drainage system people complain about Obaseki did not do? The death sentence Oshimole left in the spare parts area that side and Uselu. What are you doing about that? Did this man not tell us that when he come, he will just buy transformer and fix pole? There will be light in Edo State. Now, remember the campaign? What is happening to light in Edo? They want to leave Edo to be in darkness and be using the one Obaseki did last. I did not see them talking about healthcare. What they were going to use to support the insurance scheme that Obaseki started in Edo State, right? And they did not even talk about, he went to go and look at Edo line. You understand? To revive Edo line is not a problem. It is to manage it. To revive Edo line is not a problem. It's to manage it. The only way Edo line can successfully be progressive in Edo State is to privatize it. If you decide to open Edo line again, whether you call it Bender line, Midwestern line, or Edo line, if you don't privatize it, it will not be successful. Everybody goes there and do things on their own and get money into their purse. So we said it is too early to judge Okpebholo, and we are not going to judge Okpebholo because we know that it's not going to stay there for a longer period. But if he automatically or ironically stays there more than the way we expected it because we understand the judiciary system in Nigeria, so it be. We will not leave our state because we have somebody who's incompetent in power. No, that's my state. And for those of you who are planning evil against others, you are suffering yourself. Because if people like us, 200,000 Benis, come to Benin in January, December for holidays, we spend nothing less than 5 million in drinking and eating alone. I am talking about my capacity. There was never a time I come to Nigeria I don't spend 5 million naira in 30 days. Without setting a block or buying a bag of Smith. Give, eat, drink. Give, eat, drink. Where did I spend this money? In the stores in Benin. I boost their business, right? The person I gave 100,000 to, 200,000 to, I have boosted her financial background too, or financial statute. Okay. The taxi that take me around Benin, Uber, every day collect about 20,000 naira, 18,000 naira from me every day for 30 days. Because I don't leave cars in Nigeria. Because I don't come to Nigeria every 6 months or every year. There's no way. I'm not in that capacity or that level of somebody. I'm not against anybody. Okay, believe me honestly. But I don't want to leave a car for 3 years in Nigeria or 2 years in Nigeria. I don't come to Nigeria regularly like other people go to Nigeria regularly. Maximum once in a year. Sometimes I can skip 1 year and go the other year. So, me, I use Uber. All the things that I pay for are to the benefit of the family that I pay the money to. And it helps the economy of the state. So when you continue threatening people not to come to Benin because you are in power, it means you already are impoverishing the state's capacity of spending. So, Kenebe, please, I don't know whether you said that statement. This is pure politics. And everybody has right to criticize anybody. In as far as what you are doing or the criticism you are giving, the criticism you are giving is constructive. Like the one I did to you was very constructive. You cannot tell people to go to hell and burn to ashes if they cannot see their name because your government is not used to figures. Then Omokri now came out that was not true, that the video was doctored. And the chairman said, because he was there, he saw what happened. That's why he said, if you cannot see his face, go to hell and burn to ashes in Edo. I come again in peace. Chairman, Edo will not go to hell and burn to ashes. Instead, you will resign as the chairman for not knowing how to address issue. You will also go back to school and learn diplomacy and learn to respect people. If you are 62 years of age, if 3 boys of 25 years, 3 of them stand in between you, it becomes 75 years of age. It means they are older than you. That's why we say 2 hairs are better than 1. Learn how to talk, my brother. I know you will embarrass people up and down with police and everything, but I told you, go home. You will not fly away from the earth. When you continue harassing people with police and talks in Benin, you are not going to disappear by yourself. you will surely die too like others. Nigeria is not made for few of you. It is for everybody. But though you people grab power by force now, but the special grace of God will liberate Edo people from this shenanigan. We can no longer continue. But my bet and my dearest thing to me is the judiciary to prove Dele not parroting me wrong. He said, Nigeria, Camiseria. Okay, let me go back to this man again. Because when I talk about it here, Nigeria and its criminal justice system. Nigeria and its criminal justice system. People need to prove this man wrong. I say, look, not all judges are like that. Not all prosecutors are like that. Not all lawyers are like that. Prove them wrong. Then this small boy in Facebook was comparing Wike with Obaseki yesterday on his write-up, saying that Wike is collecting houses, grabbing houses in Abuja, just like Obaseki did in Benin. Obaseki never destroyed a home people lived for 10 years. Obaseki never destroyed a home people are even living on. You understand? Obaseki never destroyed a house that people were living on. I continue to maintain it, and I say it. I was involved in that house, those areas Obaseki destroyed. I was involved. A friend of mine bought a land there from Sweden. And they took the land from him. They wanted to transfer him to a different location in that same village. Blessing. Oh, she's in his Facebook. Go and check her name. Blessing. Oh. She was among those anti-land grabber association that time. Okay. She's like a daughter to me. I called her and said, Blessing, look, people are moving around city now. Please, let me check this area. Is it a free area to take? Because my friend, this is what happened to him. We even give him a lawyer in that Benin. Blessing called me and said, Pa, tell your friend to collect his money. He should not buy land in that area. That 50% of that village has been bought by the government. Okay, that the case is in courts. But guys, these who they call them? I say I will carry. Okay, we're now selling land double times. Hey y'all, hey y'all, but they were selling land every time, double to people. They went ahead and kept deaf ears to the government warning. If not, that lady would have taken that land and also lost land on it. Okay. That is not the issue. That is not the issue. The issue is that you said, listen, you said, that's what you said yesterday, that people made mistake. I want you to accept that it was not a mistake. It is capacity. That is the highest capacity it has. Nothing else like that. No, you know me now. You know me. But you know me small for here before you come out here go UK now. I'm not a man that can be influenced by money. And I continue saying it. I'm the only person that supports Obaseki. If not only me, maybe somebody else there, I don't know. That did not collect a dime from Obaseki. 5 kobo, I did not collect from Obaseki. This kobo, I did not collect. And I do my work. Obaseki is not in government anymore again. Okay? But we are also saying exactly what people said against him. So I'm advising your government now, because you see nothing bad in this government. Okay, do not compare me and Abat. Okay, I have never been part of government. Abat was part of government. Because me and Abat are not in the same category. But I'm talking about things that I saw that is good. I'm talking about somebody who can represent me. I'll say, look, this is my governor. I don't think people were pleased to see Tinubu talking outside the country sometimes. Falling up and down, I'm shaking her hand up and down. Just like the America was ashamed of Biden. No, I'm talking off it. When I'm talking off it, people write message here. I will definitely, I will mix my words, right? Like I told you right now. If I want to start again, I must make a mistake, fine. But if I'm composed, you listen to me before, Abi. When I'm in the public addressing Nigerians, I don't make mistake of what I know. Like that is not mistake even said. That is not mistake. You can't call that. I'm just talking random. No, that is not mistake. I gave you a book like this for 2 weeks to practice to pronounce 605 billion. You do it 3-4 times, and I said it's confusing. You know what I'm saying, Anja? Fred, you know what I'm saying? He even pronounced it's confusing. Huh? I beg. We're talking about a governor. If you don't get this key, not go there. It's because the way we look at it in Nigeria. Look at people working with him now. He brought somebody from the village who have never saw 4 wall of school before. Because he used cream, where brother, you gave him position in government. You understand? It is not something you're talking about, my brother. You know the truth. This is not mistake. Mistake is a different thing entirely. It is not a mistake. Can you please tell me the mistake I made here since that you don't understand? Tell me the mistake I've made here since. You know what you call mistake? Yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead. I know. Because every time I post anything at all, you've always have one thing or the other to kick against it. You've never agreed on one single thing people agree on Facebook. Check all my posts that you'll be talking about. Because you indirectly don't want to come and say, look, this man, have you, okay, listen, are you telling me that since when this man been in power, even when he was contesting to be a governor, did you not see any laughs with him? Did you say it? No. So, we speak to the truth. We don't hide anything. I told you that Akpata when was contesting, that he was very, very qualified. He has every ability, every sense of woman to become a governor. But he came on the wrong time. I said it. Why did I not condemn Akpata? Even when we were contesting on the election, why did I not talk to Akpata? Because I know he was capable. Huh? How can somebody buy a result and come to the platform or come to the public domain be telling us rubbish? You see what's happening in Benin? I call people in Benin and see what is happening in Benin. We are not laughing stop. On your see, you work a lot so that I know your work, so you are very busy. Go to social media and see what is happening. Not we that is saying it. Is it what Benin can be able to produce as governor? That's the question they're asking everybody. Go to Arise News. Go to TV News. Every news station is taking it. Okay, you still believe Obaseki steal money, Abi? You see you. But you forgot that that man has been, such money has been in his account before he come to a governor. But your brother, Oshomole, who never had that money before, pronounce it very well. Do we see us, have you seen anybody continue Oshomole, even when it's not even when he disrespected a lot of the Beninese? Did you see anybody say Oshomole was not capable of being a governor? Even though he had no certificate to that level. Have you also, he's speaking. Oshomole speak. Okay, meaning Oshomole is also a criminal too, Abi. The mother is not a criminal. He went to Senate. He didn't steal. He was a chairman of a committee there. He didn't steal. Obaseki steal. Okay. Aswe Unko, was he also a governor? How did Aswe know figures too? He steal too. He's a lawyer. And this is what people are going to bring to us in Edo State. I'm disappointed. All of you are comfortable where you are living. Oh, you left Italy here because Italy was not better than UK, and now you are not saying we should allow people to be destroying us, taking us to revise. I'm not saying people are not corrupt in anywhere, but you left here because this place is lower in standard than UK. You didn't stay. You went to UK, and now you are now advising us to bring the most dullest persons in our state to become our governor. I'm disappointed. I don't like you. You see what that woman asked you that time? You say whether are you real for what you are saying or you are being sarcastic? Go read the message. Somebody that does not know me or you before wrote that statement in my wall. Why are you dodging from the truth, my brother? That one a mistake. Somebody holding paper. He mouth the shake, he hand the shake. He's confusing. What is confusing? So you that have not 600 billion, you can't pronounce it when you see it in paper. You can't pronounce it. When they even ask him the difference between Akoko, Edo, and Esan. I remember that we used to trek and take the corner. It takes us about 4 hours, 30 minutes, I mean 56 hours. But if you get good road, that was not the question they asked him. As the man repeated the question again, he now turned back, was trying to consult somebody in his back. Boy, I beg, wake up. See, my question now to you, Fred. So, Okpebholo, as he's speaking now, want to be a teacher in the school your son is attending. Will you allow your child to present this kind of man as his teacher or as his professor in school? Answer me before I go further. That is what you don't understand. Obaseki was not an employee of Dangote. He was a consultant. Wake up. Mona, wake up. Obaseki was a consultant. Just as Asan Godal was a consultant to more than 50 firms. Even the Nigerian bureaus. Wake up. This man has his own firm. He's a consultant. He's not employed by Dangote. And if you don't know, Dangote is not the owner of that place alone. You don't know that. There is shareholders. He's the chairman. That's all. My question to you now is, will you allow this man No, Skimmy, listen. You are not getting us correctly. I understand what you are saying. Know that the budget is not correct, Skimmy. The budget is correct. What I'm saying, you are not getting what I'm saying. Holding a paper. Do you know that I have been a president before? The day I gave my statement, my welcome address in the Nigeria in CNA, we call it Nigeria Together, in year 2000 in Italy here. The speech was prepared by me. My one girl that is very eloquent, she was formerly a journalist in Nigeria. And I took some ideas from my friend, Pastor Samson Omo, who lives in Ferrara now, which a friend will know. Excuse me, I'm coming to the point. I'm about to elaborate to you now. They gave me ideas. I put those things together. They wrote everything together. I brought it again and rearranged them again. That time, I was asking for them to allow us to be doing circumcisions of male children in Ravenna. Sorry, Emilia Romagna generally, because Emilia Romagna, our region as accessory was in that union that day. That letter given to me, I know I'm going to present it in the midst of people who are far better than me in knowledge. And I know that a lot of tribes are there. I translated it in Italian language and shared it to those who don't understand English language. Are you getting what I'm saying? It doesn't really mean that I'm mastered or I'm capable of explaining details of what I'm going to read there. But what I'm going to read there, I read it again more than 4 or 5 times. It becomes used to me, even by just holding it like this. Have you not seen people reading news? They'll be looking at you, they'll just look down, they'll look at you, they'll look down, they'll look at you. You know why? Because they are used to it. This man was holding it. It's not like the budget was not correct, Skinny. It was correct. We are not arguing about the budget. Even the budget is even bigger than the one we did, the one Pastor did last year. The fact was that he couldn't pronounce words. You understand? He has golfed more than 2 or 3 times. You remember he also said that he will bring insecurity to Edo State. When you golf or made a mistake, you realize you make a mistake. Okay. And every time anybody that's a leader that talks and hold paper, you know, it's incapacitated. It's not capable of being a leader. Sometimes you talk things out of your head. That makes you to know you know what you are doing. So this one is not about, it's not correct. It's correct. We're talking about the pronunciation. He also, you remember what he said when he was compared to anybody that will suffer for, their leader will suffer for. And at the end of the day, forget their leader. May God up. You see, those words are not words supposed to carry out. And you see those guys working with him. How can the governor be coming on a way to inspect a project? Carry on, governor. The working governor. He has never even spent 3 months in power. What has he commissioned? Nothing. So I see a working governor. And you allow those people to rant with you in the streets. We are bigger than that. It can't happen in Lagos State. So you get what I'm saying, my brother asking me. It's not because the budget is not correct. It's not because it's not correct. National news people carry on now. No, we carry on because I did not even see when he made that mistake. Skinny head, I did not talk. You know why? To air is human. You understand? I did not even talk. Me, I just gave that man 100 days. If it stays for 100 days to start judging him what he's going to do in Edo State. Okay. The only thing I wanted to do before was to advise him to stop with shunting. You understand? Do you know how many times they said about taking him away from Nigeria? Plus ESC want to arrest him. But how many months now is about taking not still? Is he not still testing sending messages on Facebook on his wall? Was he not giving an award so few weeks ago here? The best digital governor in the whole Nigeria. Telecommunication gave it to him. It is not bribing. But what we are saying is that the way they are doing their things, it is not the right way. I wanted to advise him. Say, look, don't keep around these people. Believe me honestly, you have age too. You know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, I'm not here because of the mistake he made. I'm here because of what Tenebe said. Because you made a mistake, it's normal, it's social media. People, but I didn't laugh him, I did not laugh him when he did that thing, when he golfed. No, I did not talk about it because I know him before he came to power. I know it's like that. That's his capacity of communication. Okay, but he might have good mind to work in Edo State. That's not the issue. The issue is that why would the chairman come and say those who cannot be able to see should burn to artists in Edo? Have you seen the video? That was the video that brought me out yesterday. It is not because of the golfing that happens in the budget reading scheming. It is the way. It is the way they are doing it. And now look, okay, just look at those working with him now scheming. And people that serve Obaseki for 6 years, 7 years in the state, who relegated Tony to nonsense, betrayed Tony and stayed with Obaseki. Good, I know them, my brother. I don't play with them, I don't go to their house, they don't know me physically, but I know them. I studied them well. Do you see the settlement they did of recent? And the same Tony was the one that has brought all of them to come back to this family again. Where me them like the Tony where he was my school, he was my no. It doesn't need to go to school to be able to be sharp. But Tony no my school, but he can communicate fluently. Tony can communicate now. He never go now. It's a labor problem no all. You have to be composed when you are in public. The same year you are relegated Tony to nonsense in Benin. If not because that guy that's all he had, and you can see persons that Grace Johnny follow on the go, you know. If not the Grace will follow that guy. And some men for Abuja when they APC, when see okay, you still have hope. The Shaibu that is now in APC now scheme, do you know that he was the one that signed the destruction of Turikabaka Hotel? He was the one, not Obaseki. Obaseki traveled out of the country when Shaibu took that step. Do you also know the advert that was given to Shaibu in the palace? Say, where all was Zudu? You have to cool down. You think that statement that was given to him was just from the sky? No, they know him. But when he was struggling to come back, everybody rejected Shaibu. Tony went on his knees, consulted the Edo people who are in the APC to accept Shaibu back to the party. And I will not want to say, but today, they say Shaibu, and they give you the reason why they invest for all of them. They say Shaibu, now he beat Tenebe, this chairman. Okay, when he don't already quarrel with Obaseki, he left APC with Obaseki, meaning he believed in Obaseki. Then he stayed there for some time. He went back again now to go and donate. I think 12 Jeep he donated to APC during the campaign. And let me tell you one thing. Obaseki government declared that Shaibu took away 22 government official cars when he was leaving. Have you heard them going to television to say Shaibu has returned the car? You don't hear them? No. You understand what is going on, my brother? Till tomorrow now, see, if the government officially say Shaibu is with 22 cars of the state government. But did you hear that it has returned the car back? No. Did they say it? No. But able still carry small camera Go meet people when Obaseki work with Obaseki, say, this can come and bring it tomorrow, the papers. No, even though you want to deal with them, I don't advise able. It's like my brother. Say, look, my brother, do this work with your brain. Tomorrow they are fucking you up, they'll fuck you up. Because if you want to go and do their job, do as if you are not a Benin man. You came to work and you are being paid. Go to anybody's place and you suspect the government car is there. Find out, if you find out that it's government car and you see doubt, it's arguing it, you take the police to arrest him and investigate the matter. If it is confirmed, you bring it out on newspaper. Don't even come on social media, on local telephones. It looks witch hunting. You call Arise News, call a press conference. After more investigation, we discovered 22 cars from so person. He was denying, and we went after further investigation. We understand that he stole this car from the government. Simple. But the campaign car, my brother asking me, how are I? He might move there, but I'm telling you, campaign car, that guy. Once they finish, they will shut up for those who suffer for the campaign. Yeah, I mean, they will go their door again, you understand? So my point is that he should not concentrate too much. Whether he like it or not, as well or him, 8 years they get. Esan slot is 8 years. Ote Yasin is 16 years if they do not change their mind. Because let me tell you one thing, if they don't want to change mind, say nobody will rule that country apart from that state, apart from Edo people, and that's Benin people. It's possible. We have 57% population in the state. And if every adult come out to register and vote in Edo state, the two areas, they will not even have a say in government. This is a gospel truth. So everybody should be very careful. Area Abu Sali, I remember vividly. I was not up to 18. Abu Sali had a power, but I went to secondary school at that time. I went to Ali school. I know what that man did for me. If not Ali, I cannot even speak or pronounce English language the way I do so, a little bit. And most of us enjoyed this Ali school in Edo State, in Benin State at that time. Created 260, almost 263 schools, primary school. Secondary school, the same thing. All those names you are seeing was created by him. But he didn't win second election. He did not win. Why did he not win? Did he not perform very well? Right? This is what we are trying to say. It's a disgrace that if people are both to understand us that with this man did not have that certificate with his brain, that he bought it. It may be exclusion the one already. It was the certificate in Nigeria too. Me have a lot of the shame is that I don't want to go to Nigeria and tell politicians who are not the degree in America. Because the degree here in Nigeria, me have a dele. I can even defend me. If it takes social studies or take political science. And I can stand by it. With all due verification, I can stand by it because my personal knowledge in me online or reading, I can defend it. I can even defend even where me, I'm an historian. This is what I'm saying. He will get dirty. Look, I block you, my bad friend. I will block you now because you are always antagonist to. I'm not saying they are not making money. You think also to me I cannot make money here too? I can. Okay? But the fact is that me, I'm not much interested about the money. Okay? So please, let's join our hands together and make Edo a better place. Let's leave those who are intelligent in management and administration to govern Edo. Do not appoint people because they suffer for you in government and then jeopardize the system. This is my point. All I believe is that if this man is serious, he would have come up with a list of things done by Obaseki by now. Publish it out in public. And these are things that he couldn't do. Then he will concentrate on the things he couldn't do and set up his own legacy. Instead of coming out to tell us of Bonto artists. Are you happy that statement the APC chairman said? Aji Fred. Are you happy with what Tenebe said? That if we cannot see him, we should go to artists and burn to artists. Go to hell and burn to artists. Are you okay with that? No, are you okay with that? What is democracy? Everybody has right to air his or her view in a public place, in anywhere, in as far as you did not transfer or promote hate speech that will lead to violence, or you did not promote propaganda, lies. You understand? To the detriment of someone's image. something that does not represent that person's character. You understand? I've not said anything like that. He said, block me now. Now me and you for Ravena. As I go block you if you dey go what? Anyway, shall get my army here. Well, you and Martins has been my problem in this Facebook. I won't tell you the gospel truth. Yamu Kabaka brother, two of them have been my problem for this place. They not let me rest. And if I reach in back tomorrow night, go see my country cares. Small stuff make I drink. But you have this gwagwa me here. I like I don't get money for doing that one again. I'm too old for all those things again now. I'm already an elder state man. So I won't go below that knowledge again. If they want advice, they should come to me and consult me for advice. I won't stay too long anymore again. But the reason why I came here again is that statement that man made on a serious note was so expensive, so rude. Did you also see the right topic give to somebody that said, very soon, we that don't want to let them to stay in Benin, we that is against this government will be forced out of our state. That if you refuse to leave, that they will buy us. Have you seen the right of Fred? I can copy, paste it. I copy it, paste it on your wall. Then you see what I'm talking about. But you see the way the man speaks now. It's too rude. That's not how to talk as a chairman of a party. Now he can't make the while I can't big well. If he had just come out well, nobody's above mistake. It was a mistake, and the issue is that if he's able to carry out the duty as a governor and develop our state, just and make those things, it's okay. That statement he made tell you that nobody voted them in power, that they don't care about you. If you make such statements in a developed society like England you are living, that person will not last 2 weeks in power. You know, Fred, that I'm not lying. I don't know, forget that thing. If you made that statement that man made in UK, will that person last 2 weeks in power in any way? They'll ask him to resign. Is it not true? That everybody should go to hell and burn to ashes. He has come to stay. Nothing will happen. We are waiting for the judiciary to prove Dele Faro to me if it is correct or not. I don't understand why we cannot just simply take the best to be in charge of our affairs in our nation. And none of them will employ this man to their private school. This is the point, Fred. I ask you a question. You didn't answer me. If this man, as you see this man and you now know that he's now the lecturer of your own son in school, will you risk your son to be learning anything from this man? Can you say the fact? You will not. And none of you will have a private company. I would employ this man to be your manager or to be any good position in that place there. It's not an insult, it's the fact. This man is somebody who can work, who have ideas. Probably he might have idea to do better things, but he's not supposed to be coming out in the public to say things. These are the gospel truth, because he said, show me your friend. I will tell you who you are. You can't be in a conference and bring this man, said, Edo State governor, to come and address the conference, and he's moping like this. The rest governors are there. Did you see how Bateki flies in the governor's forum when he was in APC? Did you see how Buhari was taking him along everywhere? Because something was here. Let's be factual to ourselves, my brother. I swear the same thing. You can see that man. He's very open. He might not have, but I don't know. I've not tested him, but I think he has managed a lot of business that is successful. Stanley Bank is his own, and he's doing very well. He was chairman, so many board of directors, he was the chairman. You understand? And they were all okay. But this one has a tech company for himself, one-man business. They now hype the business to be international business. And yet they say it's not used to figure. Here, Abba, this man is used to figure. He has Afrophobia. Go and listen to Dr. Abati. If you listen to Babati, you see what Dr. Abati said. And even Rufai is even still inviting him now to come on an interview. He asked Rufai to pay 1 million. That said, Tenebe, now he go meet Arise New Terror, say, Edo not feel subscribe. Say they don't get internet for Edo to watch Arise News. But he honored the invitation of Arise News. Does that not tell you that this man is incapable of what he's saying? I'm not laughing him. That is not his call. He was forced. And God knows me. Believe me honestly, Okpebholo did not fight for this position. The way I look at him is not a greedy man. He doesn't look greedy. This is the gospel truth. The way I see him, he looks shy and very timid. And that kind of person cannot be exposed to public regularly every time. He becomes un disagio. I don't know why I put un disagio. You just disorganize the guy. All of a sudden, he don't even know what to say again. Tell me, if you not restrict that your statements, every day you go to see basketball every day. And if you like, go carry your gun, make they come, they drive those who come out the diaspora, make they not stay Benin. Thank God you said it in the public domain. So all those that is traveling to Nigeria or to Benin by December, January, February, your life is in the hands of APC chairman. I think it's our time we make a direct complaint to the police headquarters. Yes, it's in Abuja. I know so that I get government too, but at least the complaint will be there. The complaint will be there. You understand? If possible, we will report the issue to ICO for Amsterdam. You understand? We will do that because you cannot threaten people because your brother or your friend is in the state governor house. I beg to leave. We'll talk about that important things next time. I've ended this issue with this man. I wanted to use the part today to let everybody know that for those of you who are close to Okpebholo, tell him to concentrate too on Edo Central. Okpebholo, don't let them hype you too much. Benin has been the capital city since 1964. And little or nothing has been done to change the shape of that place there. Okay, this is the gospel truth. So, if I were you, you do a little things that are major to do there and concentrate. The reason why you are put into power is because it's an agenda. Okay? Let them bend the story in Asian agenda. They don't tell us in our rule. Okay? It was an agreement, a gentleman accord. So, do things that your people will use to remember you. I've given you this advice. It might be bitter to my people who are hearing me saying it now, but this is God's truth. The gospel truth. Then, okay, right? Oh, there are be me with or say is everywhere. Go and mark it. If you born 12 children, if you 24 children, inside those your children, it is difficult for them to have friends outside because there are so many in the same compound, right? Within them, they choose friends inside their own brothers and sisters. I've talked to you. If you like, you hear. I don't say you go hear. Talk to your chairman too. To come up and make peace all the time. Not to spark or put injury with insults. Okay? Nothing more, nothing less. Thank you very much for being here with me, Victor. Where I'm seeing you, I've seen Okpebholo. My brother Skimmy, you are very, very much welcome anytime, any day. If you are also having, I know you sometimes, I see your program. If you have anything, give me invitation. I will join you. If you want me to contribute, I will also contribute too. Fred, one day I will bring you up to debate with me on this issue, okay? But I know you are a busy man. One day I will write you and ask you when you are free. And for those of you who have been here with me since, I think, Osai Okuns, I see you here. I also saw Sonny Best from Sweden. You're all welcome, but I'll be leaving now because I need the call of Richie Benson. Thank you very much for being here. Tunsa Joe, the Steeman, Evangelist Marvis, thank you very much for being here. Destiny Ironsele, Irabo Michael, I saw you all. Mano S. Aibogun, I saw you here too. Sweet Joseph too, please write me on comment sections or my inbox me. Grace Shaniwu Waifu, thank you very much from Padova. I guess so you are in Padova. Patrick Asibo, thank you very much. And I God bless you all for being here.
Now we don't hear from Pahitro. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video. Make you help us share them. Thank you for watching the ARG YouTube.